Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai. First and foremost, we give all praises to Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Rakakodash. The blood and our apostles and our elders, salutations to the brothers that preach and teach this word in sincerity and in truth across the four corners of the earth, the confusion of faces, and salutations to the sister that listen in all subjection and sincerity. Alright, Brother Barra here, another lesson. This is based on these natural disasters. So I'm going to run a little video clip. This video clip is a tornado. I caught it on World Star Hip Hop. Right? It's a tornado out there. They didn't give the details. Right? But what the guy I keep the volume down, you know, just for the algorithm's sake. Right? But within the video, if you see, you know, it just passed there, I zoom in again. They have cows in the tornadoes. They have cows in the tornadoes. You see that little dark spot, right? These dark spots you see going around there to the bottom, those are cows. The videotaper is reporting them to be cows spinning around in the tornadoes, right? All this is the will of the Yahweh Shemi Shai, and all these are signs of the times. Alright, so the first scripture I want to get will be Isaiah 29, right? Isaiah 29 and 6, right? I'll go to it. Isaiah 29 and 6. And thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake, great noise, with storm and with tempest and a flame of devouring fire. Right, so this is how we're being visited of the Lord. And why we're being visited of the Lord? Because these are the last days. Right? These are the last days. So we visited the Lord because of the time that we're in. Alright? This is the Lord manifesting himself unto us. This is how the Lord manifested himself unto us, and this is how we can measure that these are the last days. Alright? This is 2nd Ezra chapter 9, starting at 2nd Ezra chapter 9, starting at 1. Right? He answered me then and said, measure thou diligently the time in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Right? So this is the last days, and this is how we measure any time, because the signs that have passed, when thou seest part of the signs pass, the signs is to acknowledge that this is the time. Right? So what we seen going on, right? It's right here in where I live in Trinidad. About a day ago, the 27th was what? Today's the 30th, and the 27th we had a 4.2 or 4.5 earthquake off the coast of South America, between the Gulf and Trinidad, right? And before that we had a couple within some consecutive days, right? We have, of course, in Maryland, there's flash flooding. People dying. The National Guard, they found his body, he dead, right? They have uproars of the people in Afghanistan. They're rioting, in these different nations they're rioting for whatever different reasons, right? We have these storms, we have these pestilences, South America, Brazil, Venezuela. The Venezuelan being refugees, that the tribe of Asha, they flee into these different neighboring countries, even crossing waters, coming across the Trinidad and these other islands, they're migrating, right? But that's the signs of the time, that's the plague. And no matter where they run, right, that destruction is going to meet them, right? They think they run into refuge, right, run into safety, but it's going to be to the destruction, nevertheless, wherever they end up. Right? This is a quick one. This is a quick one as I'm speaking about that, because if they're fleeing, right, they're fleeing one land thinking that they're going to get away, which is their homeland. Right? Those that stay believing and trusting in the President Maduro, thinking that they will get some form of comfort. No, they're going to be destroyed the same way. It says Amos 5 and 18, "Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord, what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light." And we're moving towards that time, the day of the Lord. right? And we see the darkness unfolding. It's a dark time when they can't eat food. It's a dark time when they don't have a place to lay a head and rest in peace. Right? Them Venezuelans actually they're turning up right now. They eat up there. The evil spirits coming out. They're chopping up, man. There was a video where they took a pickaxe and kill an old man. Bust his skull, as they say. They bust his skull with a pickaxe. You know, live murders you're seeing on social medias. And it's for what? For food. For food. For basic amenities. Right? They have videos where they swarm in condos, vacation homes. Right? There was a bulletin that came out in this region where piracy is back up on the rise, because they pirating, they starting on the dry docks, the yachts and all these different things, and even on the seas. Right? This is what they're doing. It's a dark time. It's for what? For food. It says, as if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him. So they come into these different islands. I could speak, I could testify what I'm seeing right here in Trinidad. They're coming across here, working for less than minimum wage, and being reduced to what? Prostitution, and being reduced to basically slaves, because what? The majority of the money is to pay for the board. The money that they're collecting is just to buy food, and probably for transport. Right? This is what the Israelites are being brought down to. Right? As if a man did flee for a lion and a bear met him. Now our economy is preparing to crash the same way alongside with America. Our currency has no value. Right? So yes, it may hold them up for now that they could eat and find shelter, but guess what? The Jake that across here, Benjamin, Levi, Judah, you know, whatever other tribes scattered, because we have the Carib and Arawak, which would be some of them Seminole Indians, whatever it may be. Hey, they're down here, right? But we all gonna be in that same boat, right? As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him. You're gonna be bitten across here. You're gonna be slashed across here the same way, or anywhere that you flee to. Or went into a house and leaned on his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him, you're going to get bite. Right? We are all going to feel it, because the scripture describes the time of Jacob's trouble. We are all Jacob. This whole earth is going to be revamped, reset, renewed. Right? But before there comes peace, they must have war. And part of war is this famine and this pestilence. This is the war of righteousness against evil and wickedness. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness, and not light, even very dark, and no brightness in it? So, hey, there's some dark times ahead, right? Donald Trump said, "What make America great again?" That's what to give hope. Hope to who? The Edomites. But that hope is in vain. It's going to be brought to naught, right? Edomites going to suffer, and all the nations, all 80 nations going to suffer, right? Because this kingdom is being teared down. This kingdom, the majority of this kingdom, more than 3/4 of this kingdom, believes in the philosophy and the doctrines of who? Of Esau and Edom. Democracy. Right? This is what they subjugate themselves to. Right? To the order of the so-called white man. And the so-called white man wants to inflict his new world order, where he's going to cause all, small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive that mark, which is the RFID chip, so that they will no longer be able to buy or sell unless they have that mark. So that mark, that chip, is the mark of the beast, is the sign of the beast, the sign of the so-called white man, and how he wants to progress his kingdom. But the Most High is going to destroy his imagination, his wicked imagination. Right? And as he is destroying it, he's showing you his different signs, which are manifest. Right? So the next scripture I want to get, come on to this out. The next scripture I want to get is Isaiah 28:2. It says, "Behold, the Lord had a mighty and strong one, which as a tempest of hail and destroying storm, as a flood of mighty waters overflowing, shall cast down to the earth with the hand." Right? So this is what, so these things, these signs that you're seeing, is the Most High doing it. Right? This is judgment of the Most High, because of the wickedness and the unrighteousness being pushed on the planet Earth. Right? The whole earth is corrupt. So judgment must come. This is Luke 21 and 11. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines, and let me start at 10. Then said he unto them, in fact, let me start. I started at 8. And he said, take heed and be not deceived, for many. Let me start at 7. Salakia. Right, so let me start at 7. And they asked him, saying, Master, but when shall these things be? And what sign will there be when these things shall come to pass? So the disciples was asking for that sign. Right? We read in 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 1, that the signs, measure the signs, and the time diligently within itself. So the signs, these are the signs that are being made manifest here right now in this scripture, Luke 21. These are the signs. Verse 8. And he said, take heed that ye be not deceived, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Mashiach, and the time draweth near. Go ye not therefore after them. So you see all these false groups, Kofi and the Comforter and his church, and all these other churches that are fallen in Christianity and in Israel, right? All these other doctrines are fallen. They are not the Mashiach, they are not the anointed, they are not the spirit of the true heavenly powers, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. They're fallen. Do go not after them, right? But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, this is what we're hearing of right now, be not terrified. For these things must first come to pass, right? So they must come to pass first. But the end is not by and by. So we still have to wait, right? Because prophecies have to be fulfilled. The RFID chip, Jacob's trouble, the RFID chip, right? And then the chariots coming. World War III, Salakia, World War III, the nuclear shooting off. The chariots coming, delivering us, and we seeing them from space. The destruction of America turning into that what lake of fire. Nuclear Armageddon for the Elysium, the kingdom of America, the destruction of Babylon. Right? Then said he unto them, nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and with great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and this is what we see now, and famines and pestilences and fearful sights, and great signs shall be there from heaven. So this is a sign from heaven. These tornadoes, cows flying in the air, earthquakes, Africa having that big crack going through Africa, right? Volcanoes in Hawaii and across the corners of the earth. China and the Indians fighting over land. North Korea and South Korea coming together, being in allegiance with China, who is now opposing America, who is joining and trading with Germany. All these different things, nation against nation, famines, pestilences, food, drought, fearful sights. These are great signs from heaven. These and other great signs from heaven, lightnings, thunders, earthquakes. But before all these, they shall lay their hands on you. So this is one of the things. They're going to lay their hands on us. So the authorities that Esau has set up, they're going to come for us at some point in time also. There's a sign. And persecute you, delivering you up to synagogues and into prisons, being brought before the kings and rulers for my name's sake. Right? So these are the things that we're seeing going on the land right now. Right? But second to the point really being the topic being these famines and these earthquakes. The Lord always use the weather as a chastening tool, right? He always use the weather to chasten, or as a tool or instrument of reproof. Right? So this is 1 Kings chapter 17, verse 1. And Elijah the Tishbite, who was of the inhabitants of Gilead, right, said unto Ahab, as Yahweh power of Israel liveth before whom I stand, there shall not be dew nor rain these years, but according to my word. So Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai give him the power, right, or obeyed his word to hold the rains, to hold the weather, right? And the Lord fed him, right? He gave him water and he gave him bread, right? And the word of the Lord came to him, saying, Get thee hence, and turn thee eastward, and hide thyself by the brook of Cherith, that is before Jordan, and it shall be that thou shalt drink of the brook, and I have commanded the ravens to feed thee there. So the Most High fed him, right? And when that was done, the Most High went on and lead him to a lady who had one morsel of flour and an ephah of oil, right? I can't remember how the terms used, but if it was a ephah of flour and a portion of oil, however, but it was a little. She had for her and her son. But he commanded her to make that cake for him, right? And guess what? The Most High blessed that store. That store was abundant and overflowing. It never ran out, right? So the woman was blessed by obeying the commandment of him, right? And they were fed. But nevertheless, the point is that the Most High, he uses what? He uses the weather as a weapon. So keeping to the point, 1 Kings 18:1, and it came to pass after many days that the word of the Lord came to Elijah, right? And the third year, saying, Go show thyself unto Ahab, and I will send rain upon the earth, right? So you see, so the Lord, he does all these things. He uses the weather as a weapon, right? He uses the weather as a weapon. So this is a tool of chastening and correction, right? So the earth is going to be chastened and corrected because it's totally corrupt, right? So with that, I hope I get the point across, and give all praises. Say how about Shimi Shai, but Shimi Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders. Salutations to the brothers that preach and teach this word in sincerity and in truth. Right? We almost at the end. Prophecy is fulfilling. 2018 year of prophecy. Right? Death and destruction. Mawat Lababal to America. The daughter of Babylon, Babylon the Great, Assyria, and all the other synonyms for it in the Bible. Right? Shalom, strength.